Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to something a little bit different. This isn't really a vlog. This is something I've been meaning to make for a really long time because it's kind of an old idea that I had. But I remembered it again when I was at EGF in Amsterdam. I was talking to Joey and we were talking about ideas that we had and how we got started in making movies and stuff like that. And I remember this that I had thought about for a really long time. Uh, I can't remember exactly when, but well, basically it's this. I really like the movie The Matrix. It's an awesome movie. I completely blew me away when I saw it in theaters, and it just the feeling of walking out of seeing that movie was not repeated by any other movie since or before. I guess it's something that people in the 70s experienced with Star Wars, something that completely blows you away. And it got me thinking, how could this be followed? And then the sequels came out, and I have to say, I really like Reloaded, but Revolutions was such a misstep. Oh my god, yeah, it wasn't really what I had in mind for that. But yeah, but I really like Reloaded, and the first Matrix, it's a classic. You can't go over it. It's just so influential in everything. So, first of all, my idea for the third Matrix was, since in the second one, in Reloaded, Agent Smith gets out of the Matrix. Well, one of them gets out of the Matrix into the body of Bane. I thought the ending would be Bane outliving everyone else, like Zion gets completely destroyed, but Bane is the sole survivor. And unable to get back within the Matrix, Smith would just complete his journey. That to me, it was obvious that's what he was doing. Like, Neo is becoming more of a machine, and Smith is becoming more human, so even gets a human body. Come on. So it was obvious to me that he would be the sole survivor, and finding himself to be alone after Zion is completely destroyed, he would feel the need to free someone. See where I'm going with this? You would become the next founder of Zion. We know it's a cycle. We know that Zion's been destroyed. We know there's I can't remember the exact name that he called it, the first guy that supposedly Neo is a new version of. The thing is, they would be wrong. The new version would be Smith. He would start out as a machine, go all the way to becoming human, and when he felt loneliness for being the only human still alive on a planet, he would free the first human and start the cycle all over again. And that's how I envisioned Matrix Revolutions to end. And it didn't, and I was kind of disappointed because the whole mecha fight was, it's just action for the sake of action. And the whole Indian thing, I really didn't get it, but I'm not too versed in that mythology, so completely flew over me. The little girl in the subway, the parents, all that. But anyway, that's my idea for the ending of the trilogy. And then the major idea was to follow it up with a TV show called The Search for the One, in which we followed the crew for the Nebuchadnezzar. Apox, Switch, Trinity, Morpheus, the whole thing, as they try to find Neo in the several years or months or whatever that Morpheus mentions that he has been trying to find Neo, and this time he knows it did. I wanted to see a TV show that was either animation or live action. I'm not picky with that. That would be Matrix: The Search for the One, and it's just that. It's every episode. They think they found someone. They try to free him from the Matrix. They do the trials and all that, tests, and they figure out that he's not the one. And we know from the get-go that they will eventually find the one in the movie. So every single episode, that's not the one. But I think it's really interesting to see the crew work on every day and their original mission. and see Morpheus being the believer and everyone else telling him that he's just insane, but the crew following him. I think that's an interesting dynamic. So there you go. If Warner Brothers goes forward and does something like this in the future, you heard it here first. So yeah, just wanted to share some ideas that I had for a really long time brewing in here, and I hadn't really shared just with a couple of people. So that's it. It's not a vlog this time, it's just ideas. So if you have any ideas of stuff like that, just feel free to comment below, and I'll see you next week. Bye.